This week, things are pretty quiet in the skies, and after a tumultuous past few weeks, that may feel like a relief. However, there is one thing to pay attention to. This is the final week of the Pluto Retrograde, which started on May 1st and ends October 10th. Pluto is a planet that operates both collectively and individually, and as the planet of death and rebirth, it asks us to face the shadow that lurks in all of us, and to let die the pieces of us that hold us back, so we can be reborn from the ashes. This Pluto retrograde asks us to face our fears, and this final week is a powerful time to gain clarity on how your shadow is holding you back in life. Our shadow consists of all of the pieces in all of us that are not light, and it works diligently to keep us from our mission and our purpose. It does this by playing on our fears and using fear to manipulate our choices. Just like when a small child wakes up to think the shadow of a chair in their room is a monster, our shadow will make us believe that there are monsters in our life where there are none. It can be very powerful and very convincing, and it can be very effective at getting us to make the wrong choices. Remember, at any moment in time, all choices are a choice between good and evil. The trick is telling the difference between the two. It's not as easy as it may seem. However, a powerful clue is fear. Fear is inherently of the dark. Fear often masquerades as anger, disgust, scorn, even hatred. Choices made from these places are always the work of your shadow and will keep you from where you need to go and what you need to do. You cannot pick up the dark sword and create light. Choices driven by your shadow will never create light in your life. At best, they will harm yourself, and at worst, they will harm yourself and others too. Therefore, it is critical that we know our shadow. Our shadow preys upon our traumas, wounds, and negative beliefs to puppet master our lives, often where we can't even see it from the shadows. Pluto retrograde is a time of shadow illumination, which gives us the power to see what it is that is holding us back most in our lives and hijacking our choices. Remember, the planets teach through experience. So use this final week of Pluto retrograde to think back on how you have experienced your shadow since May 1st. Pluto is in its preliminary dancing with the sign Aquarius currently. Aquarius is the innovator of the zodiac, calling us to look to the future, get out of our comfort zone, and build a better life and world. Pluto is here to show us what inside ourselves is keeping us from doing just that, so we can overcome it. Knowledge is power. But in order to overcome our shadow, we must heal the pieces that our shadow preys on to manipulate us. Otherwise, nothing will change in our lives. Taking the time to do this work is particularly important now, leading up to the Libra new moon solar eclipse in Libra on October 14th. Because eclipses give us powerful opportunities to release aspects of ourselves that do not serve us. And this one in Libra will particularly relate to relationships. Conveniently, the area in which our shadow rears its ugly head the most often. Make time to reflect on the lessons of Pluto retrograde this week. Over the last few months, where did you see monsters when there weren't any? Be brave. Have the courage to look at yourself and what are likely painful situations with honesty, and resist the shadow's ability to deflect, dismiss, rationalize, project, and blame. More than anything, your shadow does not want you to see it. So it's easiest if you can put it onto someone else. But above all else, know that though your shadow lurks inside you, it is not you. Your true self is a divine being of light. So let's kick that shadow to the curb. It has no business causing trouble for you the way it does. And though all healing is self-healing, some wounds don't close without stitches. If you are ready to take action to heal the pieces of you that your shadow uses to manipulate you, reach out. We have powerful tools of light to accomplish exactly